Yeah. What it do? What it do?
It is your girl Ziggy, and it is your boy.
Young Cause in the building, man. Listen,
Yes.
Cocktails, Intellect. Cocktails and Intellect is back in the building right now. It's a special, special day.
It is.
If you can see, our atmosphere has changed. And,
You're welcome.
right. Let me take the king off real quick. King Nip Hustle in the building. But, yeah, man, we back, man. You know,
I'm happy to be back.
we are downtown Orlando at the moment.
Yes.
We're
Nightshade.
at Nightshade Lounge.
It's a cigar bar, cigar and hookah bar.
Word.
Black owned.
Black owned.
And also, they own 534 Scratch
534
Kitchen.
Scratch Kitchen is right next door.
They own a lot of
Yeah.
There's the owner owns a lot of stuff. He will be on the show today.
We bringing Tim on?
Yes, we have a very special guest.
I heard the reason why we bringing Tim on is because Anthony's scared as shit. He is scared of cat. Where he at? Okay. All right. I'll tell him to his face. A little scared of cat. Anyways, yeah, but we're gonna actually have Timmothy Green on, a very prominent black owner, developer, entrepreneur.
Just a move maker.
Yeah,
in
for real,
Orlando,
He's-
I could see him being the mayor one day.
He's really trying to help, especially this side of Orlando.
Yeah.
You know, if anybody know about Paramore, you know, I grew up knowing Paramore for being the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's really putting a great step forward to kind of redevelop this portion of the city.
Absolutely.
So that's going to be exciting to have him on here, chop his brain up a little bit, you know.
We're going to get into his mind. He has very unique perspectives on a lot of political issues. He has a lot of interesting perspectives on relationship not issues, but
Relationships in general.
situations.
I mean, everybody's got a fucking opinion on relationships.
And he is one of Orlando's most eligible bachelors.
Wait, what?
What?
Yo, me never know. Me no know nothing.
Me no know
Me
nothing.
no know nothing.
I gotta get my accent together. I love.
That's gonna be kind of tough. A
It
St.
is.
Louis accent, a West Indian St.
Fucked
Louis
up.
accent. That's gonna be some real shit to
Fucked
see.
up accent, but
That's
it's
gonna be some real shit to
awesome.
see. I gotta
You're
hear
gonna
that.
teach me.
Oh God, boy, that's gonna be a tough one.
Why?
All right, fine. We'll figure that out.
All right.
We're gonna have a session, and on one of our episodes, you're gonna you have to talk through halfway through the segment. You have to talk the whole way with the West Indian accent.
And you have to talk with the St. Louis accent.
Oh, you gotta teach me that one right there.
Yeah.
Anyways, look, listen, ladies and gentlemen. Pardon me if I'm leaning into the mic and I'm looking down. It's really tough with this hat on and headphones. You know what I'm saying? So I might just
told
take
you
the
to try to
motherfucker
be
off.
cute
Well,
today?
listen. What you mean try to be cute? Hold the fuck up.
I mean,
Damn.
you flying all that. You already know. I'm just saying, like.
I guess I appreciate that. But listen, how was your? Well, you know, we haven't shot in a while. What have you been going through? How have you been doing?
I have been still being a real trapper.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Doing what I wanna.
Uh-huh.
Because that is what I do.
Okay.
It's been great. I've been planning my businesses. I have been. You know what I've been thinking about lately?
What's that?
I've been reading a lot of books about spirituality and the universe.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. I just feel like I need to be closer to my siblings.
That's a big thing. See, and you know, oddly enough, I have that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a big deal for
I
me.
have that. So I think it's important. It's a pain in the ass having to deal with your siblings,
Yeah.
especially when you're so close knit and always around each other.
Yeah.
But it's important. I mean, if something was to happen to any one of them, even the ones that are most pain in my ass, if something was to happen, I'd probably lose my shit. You know what I mean? Get close to your, ladies and gentlemen, get close to your family. You know what I mean? Put aside all the bullshit, you know, and start learning to love one another. Because once they're gone, once you're gone, there's no coming back from that. You know what I mean? And when when shit hits the fan, guess who's the first people I'm assuming the
select
first
few.
people that you're going to go ahead and bond with is your family,
Your close family.
your close family.
And then we have a very interesting situation because a lot of our family feels entitled because, of course, my brother was who he was. So a lot of people feel entitled. So there's a lot of people we've just had to cut off just because it wasn't beneficial for them or us. Because people feel entitled to something that they have not earned.
Okay.
And when you do not provide that, they build they resent you for whatever reason.
Real quick, engineer, can we get some more sound on Ziggy's voice real quick here? But I mean, where does the sense of entitlement come from? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why do they feel entitled?
I think that is a problem with a lot of, I don't know if I want to say minorities, or I don't know if I want to say African Americans, or I don't know if I want to say impoverished people. It's a impoverished mindset to have, to feel entitled. It is. Because once you realize that once you grow up, it's survival of the fittest, you understand no one is obligated to do anything for you. Okay?
Okay.
So you shouldn't feel entitled in any way to anything of anyone else's. But if someone is nice enough to extend anything to you, you should be grateful.
Okay.
But never entitled. It's just like Future. His baby mama. She wants $50,000 a month. The bitch ain't wrote damn verse ever in life.
That's the same thing with Khalees and Nas. You know how much Nas had to give Khalees a month of child support? Fucking ridiculous. But I mean, of course, Khalees she's a writer, but still, knowing that she is a writer, an actual singer, why? It's not her. It's the judge.
Oh, it wasn't even her.
Because the judge has the final say as to, listen, no, you're not going to get $100,000 a month from this guy. You are already an established singer. How about you get back out there and you work in the field and craft that you know that you can work? I
agree. And not saying that he shouldn't pay anything, because children are very expensive.
And I don't think that that's what the case was, but the amount was
it's ridiculous.
It's not, the judge was talking to dude like he was Jay-Z. $100,000 a month. There's 12 months in a year. There's 12 months in a year.
$100,000 every
There's 12 months
month.
in a year. Come on.
So, and it's like some basketball player was ordered to pay his child's mom $100,000 a month too.
That's different. He's a basketball player.
It don't matter. The bitch ain't never shot a free throw.
I get you on that.
Make sure she's comfortable.
I get it.
Make sure she's comfortable.
I get it.
I get that. I'm a woman.
I get it.
$100,000 is not acceptable. I don't give a fuck who you are or what you do.
I get it. What I'm saying is, and again, I'm in comparison. All right, you got. You
don't know what Nas got popping. He might have some shit popping in the background.
And you got a basketball player. I'm sure the basketball player at that point in time when all of that happened, on Nas's downside of his rap career, a basketball player had more money than Nas did. Why is Nas paying $100,000 in child support and this basketball player can't?
It's kind of designed for you to fail.
Okay, I agree. It looks like we got some guests walking in the building right now. But this is what it is, you know what I mean? We're on location, we're on set, you know what I mean?
Let's
Cocktails
do it.
and Intellect, we're making it happen, baby. But this is what we're going to do. I mean, I personally want to have Timmothy Green over here now.
Let's get Timothy in the building.
I want to get him here now. All right, so I think that's what we're about to do. All right, I'm going to go grab him because he's probably somewhere making another $1 million deal.
You know Tim.
You know what I mean? And we'll be right back, all right? Yeah. Yeah. He back like hook crack. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest here. Impeccable. Timothy Green.
Timothy Green for mayor.
Yeah,
I can see you being the mayor one day.
Wow, that was a strong leadoff.
That
was a strong leadoff.
Yeah, but like the mayor of what?
Orlando.
When you say the mayor of Orlando?
Yeah.
In what capacity?
Or Florida. What you mean? What you right? You might already be the fucking mayor.
I ain't saying that, but the capacity is definitely important.
I agree. So we have Timothy Green. He
Hello.
is
How
a
y'all doing?
very um, intelligent, well respected entrepreneur. I would say philanthropist.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
What
Okay.
else? Right? He provides jobs. He provides entertainment. He provides paychecks to many. He provides vision. And that's the most important thing for a man to provide.
Okay. Well,
Yeah?
I mean,
That
that
was
was
deep.
shit. I mean, goddamn.
gonna
was
cry?
about to.
I'm
You
talking
presenting him
about
with an
pulling it
award?
together.
Where's the award?
Okay, I
at?
need to calm down. Okay, I got
Where's
to.
the
Yeah,
award
I know
at?
sometimes I have to just
He needs
calm
one though.
down.
Listen, let me tell you. I
Absolutely.
met this brother through some mutual friends a while ago, and this is before 534 Scratch Kitchen was even fully built. This is before the Shade Lounge was even here. And shout out Funk Love and DJ Mellow Yellow, my family, my mentors. And I met him. They were like, yo, come through with your camera and everything like that. And so, I met him and I was like, okay, another black individual doing things in the community. Great. So one night I'm out there politicking at the tap room long time ago, playing pool. You know what I mean? I'm literally just playing pool, having some drinks. And he probably don't even remember it. So I see him in the tap room, and this is on my side of town. So I'm like, what the hell is Tim doing here? So I said, this is my second time meeting him. Hey, what's going on, brother? I met you through so-and-so and so. He's like, hey, man, what's going on? First thing he did, he was like, yo, let me introduce you to somebody. And I'm sure the person he introduced me to was someone of value, if you would. It wasn't just a random person, because I was like, all right, cool. And he introduced me. And the vibe that I got from Tim since that day was just like, he's about his community. He's about his people. You know what I mean? He's not one of those guys that, you ever seen those guys, Ziggy? They be sitting there like, they know they're doing things and they don't necessarily extend that love. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're real quiet and they're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, this guy, ever since then, I've been coming to his establishment, and it's been nothing but love. Nothing but
Yeah.
love. You know what I mean? So I respect you for that. I respect what you're doing in the community. And as far as the community, a lot of people in Orlando know what Paramore used to be. I want the people to know what Paramore is going to be. You feel what I'm saying? So
Good question.
let them know.
That's definitely a good question. You want me to? That's it?
Yeah, that's you.
That's you.
That's you, baby.
Do your
Oh,
thing.
okay. So, definitely, hello, everyone. But yeah, that's a hot topic, in terms of Paramore. And, there's a lot of history in Paramore, like very enriched history, from museums to art to just success stories to people
culture.
in the community, in the culture. But, people that was working together. So that's the other component to it is like, these businesses was aligning themselves together and working hard. And then, it's tough out here, right? Without resources, without guidance, you need a lot of stuff. But whatever. So there was in Division Street,
Right.
Popped up. That's
Yeah.
Mayor Paramore. He was a real estate developer, and he was also a mayor for like 4 years. So
I should tell.
on one hand, he had the city. On the second hand, he was a developer, buying up real estate and building whatever he built. So there was a demise, and here we are now. But anyhow, without being long-winded, Paramore is very exciting. I think it's the most exciting place in the United States, as a matter of fact.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
big
you know what?
statement.
You know what the funny thing is? He said that is because as I started hanging around 534 and just being around him, I saw a lot of historical things. I don't think the people know, because I didn't know back in the 1920s and what have you, what this was like out here. You know what I mean? Like, it was about, if I'm not mistaken, the black culture. It was juke joints and jazz music and scat music and all of that.
Yep.
Am I mistaken?
No, absolutely correct.
Wow. So are you trying to bring that sense? Times have changed, of course, but are you trying to bring that back to over here?
yes, it has a lot to do with preserving the history. But in order to preserve the history, you have to understand it.
Yeah.
And furthermore, understand how to continue it.
Okay.
That's a tough scenario.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so yes to your answer. Yes, we will be preserving the history. One of the ways, out of the many ways that we have, is to create a platform that the history and the culture can just plug into.
Okay.
And they can adapt immediately.
Like what?
Like creating a platform. For example, we may have an event venue, and there may be a creative person that has a great idea, but they just need the right space.
Okay.
With the right resources around it. So with us having that, they can do what you call plug and play.
Okay.
Okay.
A plug and play. And what is plug and play for the people that don't know?
A plug and play scenario would be where, let's say, for example, you were a tech company and you're in technology and you're like, okay, I'm going to develop an app, or I have this technology that I want to bring to the marketplace. But sadly, it costs millions of dollars to do some of these things. You have a great idea. You have $1 billion idea, but $3 million. You don't have this $3 million.
You don't have the capital.
And you haven't really learned how to leverage OPM. That's other people's money. This is the American dream. So you haven't.
OPM.
But
not OPP, people. OPM.
Yeah.
Be clear.
Who spoke about that? Was it? I read Think and Grow Rich. They spoke about other people's money in that book,
correct.
I think.
Yep.
Yes.
So go get that book, because
That's
you need to learn that.
basic. If you want to be anything in life, that should be one of the first books you have ever read.
But going back to Paramore, so real quick.
Yes.
So I think the future of Paramore is great. I think there's going to be a lot of jobs created. Currently, there are a lot of business opportunities created. There's a lot of ownership opportunities that's here, and that's what our goal is. So we're definitely looking at different segments of the marketplace and understanding what we need to be able to build this up together, though. That's the key.
Yeah.
You got to be able to do it together, because that's what it's all about.
Take the team.
Okay.
A lot of people have that confused. Like, it's all about them sometimes, or a person, or what a person has. But you gonna live and die at some point, and you have your kids and your family. So be who you could be right now. Like, be that person. Be a good person, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Do good, be good, and let's build up together.
I agree. I'm the same way. So, speaking of being a good person, you and I had a conversation because I came to visit Tim's establishment, and he was reading a book about Trump.
Oh.
So I wanted to be the first person to know what was his thought process behind reading this book, because not that I don't dislike or like Trump. I don't know. I don't care. But I wouldn't pick up a book. So I asked him, I said, you were reading this? I was like, what are your thoughts on Trump? So tell the people, because I actually liked your thoughts about it. What are your thoughts on Trump?
I think that's kind of general. Unless you actually have those general thoughts about Trump.
He does.
Really?
And after
he Trump like that, Tim?
he tells us his general thoughts, then we can get more. We can get specific.
It is what it is.
Generally, you think Trump is.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go
do
ahead.
it.
Go ahead.
We're gonna keep it 100. We're gonna keep it 100.
100.
Now, for the record, everybody, I'm a developer. I'm in real estate. I'm also for my community. And so with that being said, I have to join hands with everyone. I have to be united with everyone. So there is no division when it comes to me. Now, back to what the question is
Yes.
my opinion on Trump.
Yes.
I don't really get into all the rhetoric, like this, the foolishness. I stick to the basis and understand what it is that's going to affect me today.
The objective is.
Right? What
Yeah.
I'm trying to build a community right now, and I know what it takes. You got to think about it. I'm trying to build a high rise, and I need $300 million to do it. How am I going to do it? And by the way, I might be trying to build 5 of those. I might need $3-4 billion. But so anyhow, all I'm trying to say is that I don't get into the rhetoric. And I love the Republicans. I love the Democrats. I love everybody. And I think that we all should love each other and just work together. Everybody has their own opinion, so Democratic, Republican, two opinions. Okay. We don't have to agree on all the scenarios, but some things we should agree on. Right?
What's best for the people? Absolutely.
Right, and you know what? That's funny you said that, because what's best for the people shouldn't have anything to do with what party you're from. It should have to do with the people.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But people
So I
have
can-
been raised up in a certain way. Like 20 years ago, you was taught to do things this way. You're not going to separate yourself from that.
Okay.
So back to y'all original questions, I was just reading, trying to understand.
Okay.
I just need to understand, like,
Where his mindset is at.
what is
You always want to
mindset,
understand.
what the Democrats' mind. I want to understand so I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
figure out who I'm going to say I'm going to be.
So let me ask you a question. What do you say to the people that, because I'm a fuck Trump person, straight up.
Really?
Fuck him.
Why is that?
But hold on. I'm gonna pick his brain real quick.
Okay.
What do you say to the people that don't have the understanding of the politics that you have on the back end? Because you deal with senators, politicians, other developer, like people that literally are engulfed in the city, right?
So
You
they have to know these
right,
things.
The average person like myself we don't have this particular information as to what's going on. We don't understand the legal jargon behind these things that the president's camp says or a senator says. Like,
So how
the
can you not
average
like
person-
them if you
but
don't
hold
even
on,
understand the jargon?
Because the average person deals visually. We're watching him on TV, on these interviews. We're listening to him. Let's be real here. Trump says some shit. You be like, what the fuck?
And that's
The
why
fuck did you
he
just
a
say,
real
bro?
trapper just like me. That's why
Bruh.
I like kind of.
My question to Tim, fuck that, is how do we?
Sorry, y'all.
How do we get our average citizen, especially our black community, to understand I don't want to say understand the legal jargon, but just understand the politics behind the game, because they only see things for face value. You're behind the scenes. You may understand what, like you said before, OPM is. Who the fuck knew what that? What? Other people's money. Simple as that. You know what I mean?
Reading is fundamental,
it is
brother.
fundamental. How do you get our people to do so?
Oh, okay.
Understanding the laws, understanding the what's the word for understanding the bills that are about to be passed. Remember, there's
Right,
legal
right.
jargon in there that we will not understand. We got our own lives. Who the fuck got time to spend reading up on what each word is? You know what I mean? How did you do it, and what is at least one simple thing you can tell our people to look at or invest their time into looking at, so they can start understanding this concept of what's going on in the world when it comes down to presidents and politicians and senators?
It was like a loaded question. Loaded, right?
Yeah, it was like 5 and 1.
So it's like
Man.
5 and 1.
I interviewed his ass real
So I'm
quick.
putting 5 and 1. So the best thing you can do is have faith on everything. And that's going to be the first start. Have faith. And, faith is faith in God and faith in whatever your beliefs are, faith in your ability. And go do your dream. And go do that, but do it with faith, meaning that it doesn't matter, like, what happens. Like, if you fail, so what? Get back up, do it again, because remember, you was doing it on faith anyway. Okay, you fail, you get back up, and you get hurt. Oh, okay, all right. Just keep going.
Keep going.
Because faith is like saying things are unseen, right? So anyway, that would be like a first basic. But if your question, if one of your questions is related to my opinion on politics, like I said, y'all, I'm for the community, and I love to work with all parties. So for me, I have to have a relationship with the Republicans. I have to have a relationship with the Democrats. Because when I go do a business deal, and I don't want to be shut off to nothing.
Yeah.
I need to be able to pick the phone up and be like,
smart
hey,
fucking move.
we gotta
Yeah.
get this done. And I don't need somebody to be
He being
saying,
strategic.
No, yeah, okay.
like, you're not a part of this group. In reference to President Trump, I don't know. Listen. Everybody in different tax brackets. Here's what I do know, though, is, so I'm not telling nobody to choose any parties, and nor am I saying I'm with any party. I'm just saying what they asked me the question. So,
That's his disclaimer.
if I go today, right? You got a dream. We got a dream. You make up your dream, right? You got your dream. You go through all these failures, and you finally succeed. And now your dream made $1 million for the year, which is not a lot of money, but you made $1 million for a year. And Trump says, man, you know, with the way the tax bracket's set up right now, you probably got to give the state, you know, $400,000 or $350,000 of your $1 million you just made.
They need over $250,000
because they have all these exciting programs that, by the way, ain't, excuse my language, ain't doing shit. I ain't seen everybody still dying, everybody still in jail. Okay, so
You're right.
if it was going through the greater cause, we get it, but they ain't doing nothing, y'all. But so give my $350,000, $100,000 away, and then Trump says, well, I got you. I feel like the business people work, so let's just give them $75,000 and reinvest the other money, so we know that the money is going where it needs to go. And then they created the opportunity zone. So I was very impressed. I said, oh my God. So now I own, like, so we're on Church Street right now, y'all. We're on Church Street next to the Amway in between the soccer stadium, right? My property is in what we call the opportunity zone. So that means I can close my eyes, imagine something, and try to build it and raise all the billions of dollars in the world. Because Trump, what they did is they created a way for people to avoid taxes for long term.
Nice.
So let's say you was a billionaire and you made $1 billion last year. Which there's a lot of billionaires, as we know.
Yeah.
If I was an approved site, your 30% of your $1 billion doesn't have to just dwindle away. You can now take it and put it
And
with
reinvest
me,
it.
where it needs to be, in this community, to help the people. Are we not trying to
To
help people
rebuild
or
the
what?
economy.
You need the money to do it, bro.
Nice.
So did you go to school for this particular thing?
I didn't. I mean, I was in school, but I did not specifically go to school to study
So,
anything.
all right. Now, one of my questions was, how do we get our people to start understanding the mechanics? Because you broke down a bunch of shit. They're gonna watch this podcast. They're gonna be like, I still don't know what the fuck he's talking about. How, like, where did, at least give them a start point. What book? Is there a book? Is there what is it that they need to look at to start getting the knowledge?
You know
Well,
what it is?
politics is weird. It's not. There's. You have to either be into it or you're not into it. You know what I'm saying? So no. But as far as
Is it a way she can
entrepreneurship,
pour me a shot of that? Can you guys get a shot, please?
Shot of what? What
por
you need?
favor,
Where she
Kendall.
is,
Kawasi right here? Oh yeah, for sure. I got you, bro.
yeah. Oh, please, yeah.
Because we about to toast up in a second.
All right, so, look, once upon a time, I found myself in a distressed community, and I was a youth that really didn't have any direction. And then you had these people, churches, good organizations. They would come around and they might have a good book, or they may have a good program, or they might have a good word, but it wasn't enough. And I was in them streets, saying, and so there was no connectivity is what I'm really trying to get to.
Okay.
So, yes, while there may be a great book or a great start, it's not enough for connectivity. Because if you don't have consistency in things you do in your life, your love life, your business life, your whatever, you don't just forget about it because it's not going to work. But connectivity can create consistency, was what I'm really trying to say.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So just try to connect with people.
Well,
be in a position or be in a place and time where you can connect with people. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's a little difficult because in order to create that, you have to create the multiple scenarios that it can evolve in. Meaning that you could start from here. You should better, you know what they call it? They call it incubators.
Okay.
And they got incubators on different levels. But people don't know that they should be trying to get themselves an incubator program. They're not even thinking about it. But an incubator should tell you the things you don't know. Like, what is it that I'm doing in my business that I'm not even thinking about? What about having all these smart people around you that's thinking about it for you? I got so many smart people, you wouldn't believe it.
Okay.
Teams.
Yeah.
Teams.
And that's what grows a business.
Around
That's
me.
what makes a business.
And they so smart.
Billionaire Mike
Mike.
Bloomberg once said, only hire people smarter than you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's it. If they're not smarter than you, don't hire 'em.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Yeah.
So let me just insert one thing to be clear with that. So all I'm saying is that you need much more. It's not enough. So I've actually took the initiative to create a concept called Paramore Park. And
Oh yeah, follow. Is that that's on Instagram, ain't it?
it's on Instagram. We have not did any type of PR,
Follow it
any
anyway.
press releases.
Follow it
Everything's
anyway.
been very confidential.
Because when it
And-
pop off, it's gonna pop off. I promise you that.
But we can give a little bit of, but I'm just, here's a scenario though. The reason why I say about Paramore Park, because I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, how can I really be an impact to somebody? Like, if you have a company, well, if I need the money, I need the resource, I need things to give you, right? And if I give you one thing, it just may not be enough. It might help you get along your way, but like, we want to see people accelerate.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyhow, so Paramore Park, the goal is to create jobs. She's blanking something through.
Oh no, that's me. I got that. I'm listening.
Okay, sorry folks. I didn't know what was going on. But with Paramore Park, the goal is to create a platform for people to insert themselves and plug and play. So this is what it means. It means that if you got food dreams and you in your kitchen and you're like, I want my restaurant. Well, you need to plug and play. So we're creating a platform with food trucks. And some of these food trucks we already own. Some people can bring their own food trucks. If we already own them, we don't want to keep
Lease
them.
them.
We want to lease them to the people that got the dream, and then you own the food truck. Start in the food truck, and then let's further expand your business to a restaurant. But start with the basics. But see, you need that platform,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
and or you might not be ready for the food truck right now. But you might be, cooking and what they call it, people meal prep.
Meal preppers.
You know what I'm saying? You need a good cottage kitchen to stay clean so nobody can hate on you and be like, oh, they got good food, but she making it in the kitchen, which is true in a lot of cases, right?
You
So-
got a place for that.
We're going to have a cottage kitchen, sparkly clean, use all your utilities, whatever you need. Also like co-working space.
Right. Yeah. That's a big thing.
Because
That's a big thing.
because right now, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Orlando, specifically Paramore, specifically downtown, it is booming. And don't wait. Do whatever you're gonna do now, because I ain't seen nothing like this.
Yeah.
They're getting ready to make this place a smart city, and before you know it, it's gonna be crazy. Hey, look, I even got a little smart. So I got an event center, right? By the way, summer 18.
I saw that. That's gonna be
Yeah.
crazy.
And I bought the building, by the way.
Congratulations, my
And I
G.
bought the building. And the building is right next to the
excited.
soccer stadium.
Congratulations.
We
Right
have to
next-
come and see the building.
Yeah,
Yes.
check it out.
I'm excited.
And I can fit like 600, 700 people in summer 18.
6,500 square feet.
Yeah, 8,000.
8,000 square feet.
8,000. Well, like 75.
Excuse
like 75.
me. Right,
75.
right,
Not
right,
75.
A lot of damn square feet.
A lot of space. You know what I'm saying? And I bought the building, I own it, and it's right next to the soccer stadium. But I was at a table with a bunch of smart people, and I decided to make sure that if you're at Summer 18, we don't even take credit cards or money. You have to use our currency.
Hello.
So we got our
Pepsi
own
is
money.
doing that
Omar
too.
Gaddafi in this motherfucker. We gotta use our currency, nigga. Yo, listen.
Hey.
Crazy. Listen. That is
Mr.
insane
Green.
that you just said that. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I have to take a P. Diddy, guys.
We use our currency. And don't worry, if you have cash or credit, we're gonna have a box, and you put your credit card in, or you put your cash in. Check this out. How about this? If you're at Summer 18, right, and you got cash, you're balling. You
Yeah.
got $1,000 in your pocket. Ain't nobody doing that these days.
No.
I don't know. Or the people is doing, I don't know. But you can put your $1,000 in, and we'll put a wristband on you. So if you need a bottle, you don't have to move. Just do this.
It's it.
Just do that.
It should have been like that a long time
It should have
ago.
been like that.
Motherfucker.
Or you
P.
could use
Diddy.
your
Real
card.
talk.
P. Diddy.
You can use your card. But
All right,
anyhow,
so
P. Diddy.
right, yeah. So
Yeah.
now
It's
listen.
P.
When
Diddy
Ziggy
time.
says
We
P
got off track,
Diddy,
but yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and take a quick
P.
break
Diddy.
because I need to go ahead and reload our cups, and we're gonna go ahead and close it out with Timothy Green in just a moment. We'll be right back. All right. Okay.
What's this?
So listen, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Ziggy took the P Diddy.
Yes.
I mean, we got
It's
Tim
gotta
over here
happen.
politicking with us right now. Appreciate you, brother.
This
Pardon
is
the static.
Cocktails and Intellect.
Cocktails and intellect. Yeah.
Yes.
Leg out. And I think he got some drinks. I think Tim put us on to some drinks real quick. With all of these bottles on the table, he still brought us drinks. It's insane. Cocktails and intellect, for real. We about to be real litty.
To be honest.
Ho. Oh. Patroni? Patroni?
Nice.
Okay, okay.
And this is Maddie.
Right,
Hello, Maddie.
right.
The Matty Fire though. Matty Fire though. That's the boss right there. Team.
She know
Team
what she
is
doing?
important, y'all.
She know what she doing?
Big boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, my love.
Big
I
boss.
appreciate that, Maddie.
Right.
Thank you. All right. So let me move this out of the way.
Yeah. So,
We're back.
Look at that.
we are.
Tim, before we move on, I really just want you to tell the world about all your different projects, your different ideas, establishments. Not even ideas. These are things that are going to happen.
Right.
What are the most important ones, and what does the world need to know about Tim in Orlando Live?
Okay, so thank you for the introduction. That was
I got you.
So overall, this all goes back down to, how do you change the narrative? How do you bring your community together? How do you bring the people together? How do you make them safer? How do you achieve all that, right? And everybody has so many questions of injustice or justice or all these things, and so we're out here, say, you know what? Here's how we're going to do it, and this is the stance we're taking. So we created Orlando World Live, which is a new entity that is going to set out to create some cool excitement, in the city of Orlando. Excitement, education, resources, and so forth. Also, we just got our 501(c) set up.
Oh, nice.
So we have our own foundation. So it's Orlando World Live Foundation, and we're going to have our mission, and our mission is going to be directly to support the people with resources, capital, like all in, because so
Is
many
that the
people
incubator?
It
No.
could have. It's not the incubator, but it's asset to the incubator.
Okay.
And so what she's referring to is we're creating multiple incubators, like incubators for offices, so creatives can be entrepreneurs, or you can have open rooms, or it could be a music incubator, it could be a food truck, whatever it is that you do that's going to help you get to the next level, like from an acceleration standpoint.
Well,
That's nice.
I want to actually kind of, with that being said, how do you maneuver all of these things that you're doing and have a love life? How the fuck?
How?
How you do that?
And have a love life.
And
A relationship. A relationship in general. Like,
So what
you're
are you saying? You
always
cannot have
moving.
both?
Like, you got.
How you supposed?
You're
You're a
moving and
busy
shaking,
man,
moving and
is what we're
shaking. You're
saying.
very
Oh,
busy,
okay,
busy,
okay. How
busy,
you do?
busy,
How you
busy,
do?
busy,
Well,
busy.
that's easy, because end of the day, it's really anything that you do, like from a business standpoint, you should have a schedule, you should have an agenda, you should have a board, you should have meetings, and have a strategy overall. So long story short is, if you have it together, then you can manage your business time outside of your personal
time.
family time. And family is first, as we know. Otherwise, it
Yes.
should be.
Okay.
Nice. So, speaking of relationships,
He said,
so
it's about to happen.
okay, so many women would like to know how to get the attention and of an eligible bachelor like yourself, of a man of integrity and class like yourself. What type of woman does Timothy Green look for?
Well, I would say what I think most men look for is, number one, be yourself, whoever that is, and be beautiful, like be you, because
Whatever that is.
that's unique, individually. So be that person, and be that person to the full extent, because that's going to be so beautiful that everybody, you can't help but see that. And so it's easy for a man to be like, oh, he can fall in love with that aspect, that beautiness of you. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, you know, when you get two people together, people are people, right? But you got to compromise, and it's just like business. You know, when you're doing partnerships, well, I don't know if people really take the time to set standards like other people do when they're more serious about it, like a business. Because I run my business. If I open up a restaurant, I got manuals, I got procedures and policies. It's not that I don't believe in anyone or love anyone. I just want things to run a certain way, and it's easier when you can train and get better. It's more
Everybody's
consistent.
on the same page.
Everybody's on the same page.
So, I mean, are you saying that you should train the person you're trying to be in a relationship with, or have policies and procedures in place?
Nah, but you definitely should have a foundation
Okay.
and an understanding, because when it's not understood, then it's misunderstood, and there's drama
Okay.
all the time, right? We see it every day, divorces around the country.
Yeah.
At a
I'm
high
just
rate.
saying, I'm just
High rate.
saying,
Over 50%.
having a open dialogue, conversation, easy access, but here's how we work, and you'll be able to go that way
Yeah.
versus.
Communication.
So,
I
right,
agree.
I was about to say that. So basically, the
It's key.
consensus is communication. At the
Yes.
end of the day, none of that shit you just said can work without communication.
Communication. No.
Nah, it
Because
can't.
Whether it be visually, verbally, you know, it has
But
to be
also, communication doesn't work without a system. That's the other problem.
Okay.
People
Really?
think they can just randomly communicate.
That's the first-
I'm
Ooh.
communicating the life out of me, and
Okay.
nothing's working.
Okay.
The reason why it ain't working, because you don't have a system. You have nothing to go by. You're
Oh.
putting gas in something that does not have an engine or no
something that doesn't even
mechanism
take that
to
type of
go
gas.
somewhere.
Oh.
Y'all can talk all y'all want.
So is the system that you're speaking of that's on an individual basis?
yeah, what's the system?
The system is, if
Sure,
we're
it's gotta be
still referring to a relationship, in my opinion, because I'm not a doctor of this
I
subject
am.
and matter. Ooh.
I'm
So
not.
you
I'm
can
just
get some.
playing.
I looked at the camera.
Oh, so you
He said,
can
I'm just
am.
playing. I will be.
exactly. So you can give a great expert opinion on the matter, and I'm only giving you my opinion, you know, by the way. But I think that, look, if you find somebody you love and you go through that process of loving them and the synergy, all the other cool stuff is there. Now it's time for business. You know, you have a house to manage, you have bills to manage, you have a family to raise. And by the way, if you're a man, you got a family to protect.
Yeah.
Long term, bro, like no matter what,
Yeah.
something happens to you, you still need to secure your family. You know, no matter what. And
Hello.
and wives, you gotta love your man. And so well, we can get
Yes, you
into
do.
a whole another
Right,
scenario.
but
We
but
can't.
I'm
But-
literally just trying to figure out,
we
is
was
there
gonna go there,
a
but-
finite, what'd you say,
System.
system? Or
Like,
is it on
who
an
is the
individual
system
basis?
with?
No, it's just the same thing. Like you can start a business. It's like, okay, I got a business, and here's what my objective is. So you get with your partner, who you love, and be like, hey, you want to do this? And be like, okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, how we gonna do this? This is how we gonna do this.
Okay, so you're
And
communicating
y'all
at this
playing
point.
together.
I love it.
So you have something.
It's a partnership.
The
It's
system
a
is
partnership. You can't do
okay,
this
so
shit
the
without
system is the
partnership.
partnership.
You don't have no
Yeah.
Coming
partnership.
together,
Yeah.
communicating
gonna work.
about
He or
what
her.
needs to be done
Two things, y'all.
to
You
make
don't have
it
no
work.
partnership, and if he or her is taking your piece, I don't give a damn who the fuck.
Let
excuse
it
my
go.
life. Let it go.
Let it
I
go.
can't care what they giving you, what they got, boo boo boo. If they taking your piece, it is not worth it.
It's not right for you
Or it's not even worth it. Your peace, your sanity. Oh no.
because the right situation is not going to be. It's going to be very peaceful. It's going to be very
Nutrient to your spirit,
easy.
to your soul.
Yes.
Determine how long you live.
I can tell you this much. Well, based off of
think.
everything that I know about you thus far, you're a highly intelligent businessman, entrepreneur. What is your ideal woman?
Y'all kidding.
What,
me.
no, fuck that, bruh. And
You don't want to single out
and-
any.
and-
Like,
Okay, go ahead.
and-
Go ahead.
and-
What, say that again?
What is your ideal woman? And also, are you for real an eligible bachelor? Like, do the people need
Oh,
to know
yeah.
that?
That's
Maybe
so
I shouldn't have
deep,
said
y'all.
that.
That's why y'all.
Okay.
What was the first question?
What is your ideal woman?
Me personally.
Yes.
So my personal ideal woman is first. I want a friend. I want a best friend. Like I want somebody that when I see you and you see me, you know what I'm saying. We going crazy.
Yeah.
And when we not seeing each other and we apart, we still thinking about the time that we did see each other. So I want a best friend, number one. Now, outside of that, in order to carry that best friendship forward long term, we need a partnership. And all it means is that we have to be open-minded and be able to sit down and responsibly and say, okay, here's your likes, don't dislikes, here's my likes, dislike. But here's how this partnership can work. And you put the procedures and the manuals and all that stuff together, and you follow it. It's easy.
So you're a man that is open to doing that, because I'm sorry to say, but these days, I mean, you guys are very mature. And I know that personally. But outside of you guys, it's very rare that you meet a man that is mature enough to say, this is what I want, and this is what my intentions are.
Zig, I think we kind of touched on it a little bit, and I think we need to have a full-blown conversation about this. But I am a firm believer in the fact that the game has changed.
Yeah.
Right? Social media has fucked the relationship game up.
Did it?
Shitting me.
For who, though?
For the younger generations coming up.
Definitely the younger generation.
The younger generation coming up. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the same moral standards that we saw or have been through as elders, if you would. And it's so fucked up that I'm saying I'm 40 years old. I mean,
I'm
old enough.
I'm 33.
You know what I mean? But still, you've been through some shit in which you can grasp the concept of what. Are you shitting me? Y'all saw that, right? We're gonna have a guess off one day. What's Ziggy's real age?
I'm 33.
And you so
savage.
quiet, like fuck. I'm not
That's
naming
my name.
shit. Like I'm 50, I'm 100, I'm 25, bit like I can mingle around all you bastards. But anywho's, no, that's a discussion that we definitely need to have. But no, listen, your concept of, and mind you spoke on an individual aspect for yourself, which is great because everybody's different.
Well, that's how only people we can speak for is ourselves.
Is ourselves.
Yeah.
Unless you've actually witnessed something, like firsthand witnessed something.
There is
you
an
could be
average.
expert opinion.
Okay, expert opinion.
There is an average in most
But they need
situations.
to be an expert, though. They need to validate that, though.
How do you validate being an expert? Your experience or your education?
Experience and success. You can validate easy with that.
Experience and success.
Absolutely.
So you got to have both. What if you just have experience?
I'm about to say, because you can have an expert on,
You could be like, you've been cooking hamburger the last 10 years, but not sold $1.
but you might be the best motherfucking hamburger
You come
cooker.
to the crib, I make that hamburger. You be like,
because of the fact that you've done it.
But
So
if you tell me you've been cooking hamburger 10 years and you've been making millions, okay, that's right. I respect you. I need to validate
that's
you.
because he's a businessman.
You know what I'm saying? I want her to come
you
in
put
and
monetary
say,
value into it.
because if it was ever in court, I'd be like, I'm taking an expert opinion. Here's and they were like, watch. Oh, she did 10 years and made $10 million. Oh, she's an expert. Absolutely.
Okay.
So that's real.
Okay. I mean, I know a bunch of website developers that don't make no money because these young kids are just sitting in there just doing this because they love it. Haven't made $1 yet, but what the website that they develop is insane.
Numbers
how the
don't
fuck
lie.
Did you do that? So
Numbers
they're
don't
experienced, they're an expert, but they're not making any money.
Unless you make them lie.
But what about the people that are making the site for, like, how successful did you make that business?
Right, but see, they're not. These young kids are not thinking about.
But you know what I'm saying? If I never made no money and I made like 10 businesses and they're all $10 million businesses, I could look back at it like, their website, I did it. The valuation now becomes different.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, oh,
no,
yeah.
At that point,
There's an
yeah, at that
evaluation
point.
now. That's the whole point of we need more incubators because
Yeah.
people are good at what they do. That's the bottom line. But if you don't, not if, because there's hustlers that's just going to do what they do.
Do what they do. Yeah.
Right. But people overall, we need an incubator that can excel that person. And that's what we stand for. So Orlando World Live, that's what it's about. Our people, our time. Let's do it. Let's come together. Family first. And if you
Family first.
buy anything else, then, step to the left and
We're going to proceed.
we're going to proceed. You proceed your way. We'll proceed our way.
Proceed.
I say on that
will
note, let's
proceed.
take a salute.
Salute.
Timothy Green, success to you, my brother.
Cheers.
You know what I mean? Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up here, man. He's got to get back. He's a businessman.
He's very busy.
Man. So, ladies and gentlemen, Cocktails and Intellect. We're wrapping up right now. We got the infamous Timothy Green Let the people know.
I don't know
yeah,
about the
yeah.
emphasis, y'all. Don't,
No.
don't
He's
know what they're
infamous
talking about.
because what
but
he's about to do in this city is ridiculous.
I'm just
Let the
trying,
people
y'all.
know
That's it.
where they can follow whatever you want them to follow. You, your
Yeah.
establishments,
Social
your
media.
upcoming projects on
Absolutely.
Instagram, whatever.
Absolutely. So what you can look forward to that I think is very important as it relates to, how do we, people ask me all the time, like, hey, let's do something together, let's make some money together. But it's not that, like, you need organization, you need so many things in the platform. So one of the things you're going to be able to follow is Pamela Park. And we already have our IG. It's already Pamela Park. Please follow Pamela Park. And you're going to start seeing different things coming to Pamela Park. Like, as an example, we already got our own gym coming to Pamela Park because health is very important. We need that. We have our own food truck world coming to Pamela Park.
Okay.
We have our own brewery coming to
I saw
Pamela
that.
Park. Got our own
I saw
co-working
that.
space coming to Paramore Park.
Whatever you can think of is coming to Paramore
Got a
Park.
nice-
We got like Beauty World coming to Paramore Park. So if you do hair or you do lashes or you do waxes or whatever it is you do.
You're giving people
Hey,
platforms.
by the way, we got suites, luxury suites, and your
a
business. Your
club
business
is coming from what I heard.
Yeah, Summer 18 gonna be so crazy. It's crazy. And by the way, Summer 18 connects to Summer 18 is in Paramore Park, and everything that we have connects to each other.
Yeah.
Really?
So that's
Oh,
another
yeah.
scenario that we wanted to be,
Oh,
sure of.
nice.
So if you got a dream, a T-shirt, whatever you make, look, we want to embrace you. Let's do it. It's our time, and we're not gonna pick no sides. We're just gonna be successful. So
It is.
Republicans, Democrats,
Okay,
pick
I
the
have
right
one
side.
more question.
Oh, okay,
shit.
okay.
All right.
What is there any quote that you would give other people, business-minded entrepreneurs, people coming up that are ambitious, have dreams and goals? What quote would you give them? What is your favorite quote to live by?
Hey, I would say go for it and put that in your head because you're going to need it. And, there's a lot of things that can very much distract you. But if you go for it no matter what and put some consistency in everything that you need to put behind that, then that's the best thing that I can offer to say, hey, just go for it. Like, put that in your head. Like, go for it. Do it.
Okay.
If you're going to do it,
Take
they
action.
say they had the parents say, if you're going to do it, be the best at it.
Yeah.
Don't be like talking about this like, you want to be wealthy, you want to be rich, you want to have all these ideas, but you're not really willing to put in the time and the effort and the pain and the suffering. And to ensure that this is done the most efficiency way that it could possibly be done.
Yeah.
If you didn't really do that, then don't do it. But if you got that and you bought that, then do that. Then do it. Like, do it. And be the best at it because, the world is waiting on you. And we willing to embrace it. We're ready to see you. We want to see it. And we want to elevate you and give you the resource because I've already told all these developers, by the way, just so y'all know, you know what? Anybody, the city of Orlando or Orlando City Soccer, SED, Creative Village, Disney. Listen, by the way, I love all those people in those
Disney World.
entities, and really they support. I love the support, but I've made a statement to say that we also have to, improvise and grow our city together.
Yeah.
So, that's going to be very important. So this is the time now, guys. I'm telling you now. This is the time now, and I just want to ensure that we all can ride this way together. And the only way we're going to be able to do it is come together. So my job is to create the resources, the platforms, and I'm only one person, by the way, and I can't guarantee nothing, but you can guarantee this, that I'm going to do my best to do this for my city and everything.
There you go.
Now, I'm only one man. Now, I can only do so much, but
That's
I
his
am
disclaimer.
saying my commitment is to my community. So
100%.
Exactly. So you want to be in real estate? Okay, I got it. Whatever it is, tech companies, whatever you can dream about, we're going to create a platform for.
Come and holler at them.
Come and holler at us. Us, team us, family
And
ties.
Just so you know who we're dealing with or what we're dealing with. Next door, he has a nightclub that is filled with people. and we are in his establishment.
actually a restaurant.
That is
Yeah.
restaurant-ish.
Rat's Kitchen. Yeah.
Yes,
Some of the
next
best
door.
lemon pepper wings out this month.
Full of people, and we are in his place next door to that. That is a up and coming or in the making cigar bar, hookah bar, and cigar bar. So he's taking a break from his very busy establishment to do this podcast, and we appreciate that too.
Definitely appreciate you, brother. That's a fact. That's a fact, yo. And we are gonna have
Thank
you
y'all
back
for having
on
me.
once everything, the engine, starts to actually move. When things start to get fully established, doors are opened up. We're definitely gonna have you back on location if you don't mind, and we'll come back and just revisit the people with
Maybe we
this
can
whole
do it
thing.
at the new Summer 18 because that's gonna be
That's dope. That's
like I
enough-
said,
there's
we
enough
only
space
taking
in there
one
for
type
that.
of currency, and just keep in mind you can fit 260 people in a booth. That's
In
not
one
all.
booth?
Oh, it's 26 booths. Each booth fits 10 people. That's not open space. You can sit down anywhere else. We just talk about your own booth, your own group. So we can meet there because my thought process was we need a place where we can connect and do things and come together. See, we don't come together enough.
No.
The reason why we don't have the platform. But
You
if you
think that's
had,
why?
I think so.
absolutely, if you had a plug and play, we would all be talking like we could be in our own studio somewhere because we do it on a consistent basis.
Okay.
Why? Because we got the platform. Think about it. It's the same thing. So,
Facts.
facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Absolute facts. Yeah, man. So
Facts.
we're gonna wrap this up here. Cocktails Intellect. Let's see here. I definitely want to say to all of our supporters that are watching or have tuned in, definitely subscribe,
Like.
share,
Follow us on social
follow
media.
us on social media.
Ziggy Bailey is me.
At Young
We
Cause is me, and also we have the at Cocktails and Intellect podcast page on Instagram.
Yeah.
And if you have any
You wanna give yours?
questions or anything
Hey,
like
can I
that,
add
definitely
something?
hit us up.
Can I add
Absolutely.
something? Hey, listen, y'all. Y'all better follow it now so you could be like, I was the first person to follow it because, hey, listen, we finna be so lit and it wouldn't be fair that if we didn't really if I didn't state this,
Yeah.
we finna be lit.
Big
And the
time.
way we're gonna
Litty.
get there is we're gonna, like, if you think about it, Tyler Perry in Atlanta, he has his own studios.
Yeah.
Why can't we have our own studios here? Think about
I
that for a
agree.
second. Green room studio. Hey, listen, we
Disney
got,
is right there. Universal is right there.
nah,
like,
what about doing it Orlando Live?
I'm saying like we
It's
have,
all right there, but we can have our own. And
Exactly.
here, it's already been done. And so, long story short, all I'm saying is that we definitely, you're gonna see more of us, and we want to see more of you. And let's tell the world our story.
Absolutely.
Let's have a mission. Let's have a objective about that, and let's do it together. And we gonna do it.
Yeah.
Coming out of Orlando, Florida, paying more. This is what it is, but watch what it is.
Hello.
Hello. Cheers.
Salud.
Salute.